If your left cerebral hemisphere were to be disconnected from the right, as is the case in split brain patients, you would normally still be able to talk and think from the left hemisphere, while your right hemisphere would have very limited cognitive capacities. Your left brain will not miss the right part, even though this profoundly changes your perception. Brain is a network of approximately 100 billion neurons. Different experiences create different neural connections which bring about different emotions. And depending on which neurons get stimulated, certain connections become stronger and more efficient, while others may become weaker. This is what's called neuroplasticity. Someone who trains to be a musician will create stronger neural connections that link the two hemispheres of the brain in order to be musically creative. Virtually any sort of talent or skill can be created through training. Rudiger Gamm, who was a self-admitted hopeless student, used to fail at basic math and went on to train his abilities and became a famous human calculator, capable of performing extremely complex mathematics. Rationality and emotional resilience work the same way. These are neural connections that can be strengthened. Whatever you are doing at any time, you are physically modifying your brain to become better at it. Since this is such a foundational mechanism of the brain, being self-aware can greatly enrich our life experience. But when we express ourselves and our views are appreciated, these defense chemicals decrease in the brain, and dopamine neurotransmission activates the reward neurons, making us feel empowered and increasing our self-esteem. Our beliefs have a profound impact on our body chemistry. This is why placebos can be so effective. Self-esteem or self-belief is closely linked to the neurotransmitter serotonin. When the lack of it takes on severe proportions, it often leads to depression, self-destructive behavior, or even suicide. Social validation increases the levels of dopamine and serotonin in the brain and allows us to let go of emotional fixations and become self-aware more easily.
Kembali ke laptop. Jadi gimana sih awal mulanya dirimu memiliki kemampuan yang sangat luar biasa ini?
Awalnya aku disuruh ikut pelatihan sama papi mami aku.
Akhirnya udah papi mami. Beda sama kamu. Bapak kemboke.
Jadi mami papi aku tuh bilang katanya 2 hari langsung bisa jadi anak cerdas. Nah aku juga bingung. Pas aku, yaudah aku ikutin aja. Pas aku ikutin pelatihan itu 2 hari. Besoknya di rumah aku latih kok tiba-tiba enak aku belajar. Jadi nggak ada beban. Ibaratnya memori otak aku yang jadi 2 giga jadi 4 giga gitu. Apa lebih 15 giga.
Masih ikutin kamu.
What is midbrain activation and how does it benefit you? I'm sure you'll agree that all of us have a brain. We have both a left and right brain, and together we call this the whole brain. This is something you probably know. You might also have heard that some people use more of their left brain, which means they tend to be logical, systematic, and analytical in their thinking, while others are right-brainers, tending to be creative, emotional, and intuitive. However, one fact you might not know is that we also have a midbrain. Your midbrain is thought to act as a bridge between your left and right brain. Having an active midbrain will widen the channel of communication between the left and right brain, so that the left and right brain can communicate more effectively and efficiently with each other, leading to a more balanced use of our whole brain. And what does this more balanced...
Untuk pingkan. Jadi gimana nih, bener nggak sih dirimu terbantu mengerjakan soal karena kemampuan yang dirimu miliki nih? Monggo.
Jadi waktu itu aku pas kelas 3 SMP, aku kan ngadepin ujian nasional. Nah tiba-tiba tuh aku kayak kesulitan satu nomor. Aku coba merem, terus aku konsentrasi, tiba-tiba tuh memori aku flashback ke belakang. Flashback ke belakang terus aku jadi bisa jawab.
Luar biasa.
Another amazing phenomenon that occurs once the midbrain is activated is the ability to sense the environment without using your eyes. The other senses, namely hearing, touch, smell, and taste, are heightened to the extent that, without using sight, you may still be able to read, a phenomenon called blindfold reading.
Oke, jadi kartu ini untukku, ini banyak kartu. Dan sebelumnya Pinkan memang nggak pernah tahu apa yang ada di kartu ini ya.
Luar biasa.
Jadi nanti Pinkan akan
ini nggak sembarangan.
Aku agak nggak lancar sih kalau nggak kartu.
Nggak lancar, buktinya kalau aku sama kamu ya kamu ngocoknya kenceng banget. Mainan ganjelan, mainan jepitan gitu.
Berarti ini aku yang pilih ya Pinkan ya? Atau gimana? Aku yang pilih? Oke.
Gak sembarangan loh ini.
Udah? Kasih ke kamu.
Oh.
Cium.
Oh dicium, diendus. Oh. Berapa?
Biru,
Ya.
2 otak kiri.
Wow. Ini luar biasa.
Sama aja nih Mas Boy. Kalau kaget, Pepi kaget. Pepi kaget.
Nah, ini menarik banget, saya boleh lihat ya Mas ya?
Pepi sekarang yang pilih.
Coba saya yang pilih Mas ya.
Kocok dulu Pep. Dikocok.
Iya. Coba,
Luar biasa ya.
Coba.
Berapa kali? 2 kali apa 1 kali atau?
Terserah.
Ini bukan rekayasa ya. Saya sendiri tidak tahu apa yang akan saya kasihkan sama dia. Saya tuh yang ngeliat nih. Saya ngambil yang mana ya? Saya nggak lihat kan?
Luar biasa ya.
Silakan Pinkan. Saya juga nggak tahu tuh apa tuh.
Luar biasa.
Kuning,
Ya.
4 cerdas.